Welcome to the Campervan channel, the YouTube channel for all things VW camper. For over 70 years, every type of Volkswagen Transporter has been converted into great campervans. And today I'm focusing on the model that made the Transporter more car-like, came up with a mind-boggling range of options, body types and configurations, and was to produce Volkswagen's first ever factory-built campervan, the VW California. So enjoy a bit of a profile of the mighty VW T5. By the time the T5 went into production in April 2003, VW had already sold 8.5 million Transporters. These included the T1 splitties that became an unexpected motoring icon in the 1950s and 60s, the T2s or bay windows that turned Transporters and VW campers into a truly global phenomenon in the 1970s, the angular T3s that had sharpened things up for the 1980s, and the T4s or Eurovans that finally broke Transporter tradition, ditching the rear air-cooled engines and rear-wheel drive of the classics in favour of water-cooled up-front power units and front-wheel drive, basically setting the template for the modern generations. So where was the T5 going to take the story? After 53 years of Transporter production, it was less about revolution and more evolution, sophistication even, and definitely about new technology. Inside, it had become a bit more car-like, definitely more comfort for the driver. The steering wheel was now adjustable, and with the gear stick moved up to the dashboard, there was more room and an unobstructed floor. But what really set the new model apart was the staggering range of options. At launch, VW calculated that if you did a kind of pick and mix of all the different options available, you could come up with 375 different variants. Your first pick might be a long or short wheelbase. Long gave you an extra 40cm section slotted in the middle. Doesn't sound much, but a lot more volume inside. Next, roof height. In addition to the familiar standard and high options, there was a new in-betweenie for a while. Wasn't that popular, so it was soon dropped. A high roof and long wheelbase combination gave you 9.3 cubic meters of cargo space. What a camper that would make. Then you could have a choice of 4 gross vehicle weights. That's the total weight of your vehicle and how much it can safely carry. High-rated vans have beefier components like suspension to handle the extra weight. A T26 has a gross vehicle weight of 2.6 tonnes. A T28, 2.8 tonnes. See the pattern? Door dilemmas included which side you would have your sliding door on, left, right or both. And at the back, barn doors or a tailgate. At launch you could pick one of 6 power outputs from a range of 2 diesel and 2 petrol engines, with the most powerful diesels having the option of 4Motion 4-wheel drive. Then of course all those different body types, panel vans, combis, shuttles, caravels, multivans, and if you were hardcore commercial, pickups and perhaps even fire trucks or an ambulance. But the big news for campervanners was this. In 2003, Volkswagen built a campervan in-house for the first time. Every VW camper that had appeared on the roads before then, and this is going back to the 1950s, had been converted by independent coach builders. One German coach builder, Westfalia, started building camping boxes for splitty vans almost as soon as they'd rolled off the assembly lines. They became VW's official partner. VW built the vans, Westfalia converted them, and the finished campers were sold in VW showrooms. Until, in 2002, not long before the launch of the T5, Westfalia was taken over by one of VW's rivals, Daimler Chrysler. And Volkswagen finally decided to make its own campervans based on the T5. T5s left the main production line in Hanover and went to a separate VW factory to be transformed into Californias. The name had been used on Westfalia converted T3s and T4s, but it was to become the in-house brand for all VW's factory-built campers. A very successful one at that. We've got separate videos on all members of what's become the California family, so don't forget to check those out. But it was the T5 Californias that established the in-house brand and its reputation for build quality, high-spec equipment like the electrically operated pop-top roofs, and really clever use of space, like camping chairs stowed in the rear tailgate and their matching table stashed away in the sliding side door. In 2009, it looked as though VW had launched a completely new model. A quite radical facelift created what's often referred to as the T5.1. Okay, spot a moment coming up now. Here's how to tell them apart. The original T5 has the front grille and lights separated by a couple of spaces and a sort of dip on the front edge of the bonnet. In the T5.1, the spaces have gone and the bonnet has a straight edge, so the front looks sleeker. But it's fair to say it was much more than a facelift. Underneath there were a raft of technical improvements, new engines, a petrol and 2-litre common rail diesels that claimed to be 20% more efficient than those in the original T5. Plus there was a world first for a commercial vehicle, a dual clutch direct shift gearbox or DSG, much smoother. The upgrade only added to the T5's success, and when the last T5 rolled off the assembly line in Hanover in 2015, Volkswagen had built 1.65 million of them. So there it is, the T5. We're planning more videos on buying them, what they're like to live with, and importantly how they convert into campers. So please subscribe to the channel, click on that bell icon, and you'll be the first to know when those new videos are on the channel. For now, thanks for watching.